With the latest news on the Dove, I'm Steve Johnson. Be sure to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. Well, Defense Secretary Ash Carter is confirming the combat death of a U.S. service member in Iraq. The Defense Secretary, who's in Germany, says the killing was in the neighborhood of Erbil. The U.S. Central Command says the death was a result of enemy fire. Well, Syrian state TV reporting that dozens of people killed or wounded when rebels fired rockets into a government-held neighborhood of the northern city of Aleppo. Syrian TV says one of the rockets hit a hospital in central Aleppo. It's an example of how tenuous the ceasefire has been in Syria. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says the truce has been put to the test, and he's not convinced it'll hold.
We're hopeful, but we're not there yet.
No.
And I don't think we should, we're not going to be in the business of promising something's done before it's done.
A doctor at an Aleppo clinic says a rebel bombardment today killed a total of 12 people, wounding more than 70. Today's Republican presidential primary in Indiana, one of Ted Cruz's last opportunities to stop Donald Trump's march towards the GOP nomination. Cruz has spent the past week campaigning in the state, yet his aides have been pessimistic heading into today's voting, and they're prepared for Cruz to fall short. Now, if that happens, Donald Trump says the Republican race is over.
Honestly, if we win Indiana, it's over. It's over. They're finished. They're gone. They're gone.
Now, in reality, a Trump win today would not mean he has clinched the nomination, but his path would get easier. An appeal to his child sex abuse conviction has been made by former Penn State assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky. 4 years ago, Sandusky sentenced to 30 to 60 years in prison for sexually abusing 10 boys. Defense and prosecuting attorneys spent an hour before the judge in Pennsylvania concerning the appeal. Attorneys for the 72-year-old Sandusky say he was wrongly convicted. They want the charges thrown out or a new trial for their client. It's not known when the judge will make a decision on that appeal. Well, it's mosquito season for your pets, and some simple steps can reduce the spread of West Nile virus and heartworm. With temperatures warming, you might find mosquitoes using stagnant ponds for breeding. Well, Jim Lunders with the Jackson County Vector Control District says it's a problem for spreading heartworm specifically for dogs.
The way it is actually transmitted from dog to dog is through the bite of an infected mosquito. So the tree hole mosquito, or Aedes syriensis is its name, that we have here is the primary vector for dog heartworm. So and we have quite a few of that species here, so it's really important that people protect their dogs year-round with HeartGuard to make sure they don't have a problem.
To prevent the problem, Jeff Taylor says you can look around for areas that might make for a perfect breeding ground.
Dumping all the water in your yards, checking for the green pool, the boat that was uncovered all year, those type of things. Tires, dumping those on your personal property can help you immensely.
Well, let's take a look now at the weather scene and what we can expect on the front. Northern California cloudy with a slight chance of rain today, increasing tomorrow, a high of 74 today, down to 66 for Thursday. For Klamath Falls, 70 today, rain coming in tomorrow is 64. Moving along the Oregon coastal area, rain for the next 3 days with lows in the low 60s to upper 50s. For the Bend area of central Oregon, 75 today, down to 64 and 65 Wednesday and Thursday with rain likely. And for southern Oregon, 75 today with rain a possibility, as well as tomorrow, the high of 67, 69 that is, up to 82 though by Saturday. That's your weather here on the Dove.